Hello everyone. Today we will start with the sixth chapter of history called Entertainment and History. In this chapter we will see about the different types of entertainment and how they are related with the history. Today we have a lot of option for the entertainment. So does we have any option in the past and what are these options? So we will discuss both the aspects, right? So our chapter is divided into 5 different parts. What are these? Let's discuss them first. Part 1. Why do we need entertainment? We all know we need entertainment, right? We are not a machine, or we get bored of doing same kind of work, right? Which is called a monotonous. So to get us refreshed, to get us energetic, we need a certain kind of entertainment. There are different sorts of entertainment. Second, folk theater. What is folk? The word folk means is a culture or the traditional. Folk means culture or the tradition. So how people are getting entertainment in the past with the help of these folk theaters. Many times we see folk dance, folk songs, right? Next, Marathi theater. What is the important role of the Marathi theater in the past, in the history, in the section of entertainment? Then Indian film industry, as we all know, not only in India, all over the world, Indian film industry has getting more importance due to its entertainment or due to its content. And last topic will be entertainment and professional fields. What are the fields that available in the field of entertainment, or what are the options we have when we are involved in the field of entertainment? Today you can see there are so many movies or the dramas or the plays or even the serials, web series are releasing every day or every moment. So in this, many people are getting opportunity for the work or to write, to play, to act, right? So things, what is entertainment? Things that help refresh our minds and give a feeling of happiness are the sources of entertainment. The things from which we get refreshed, a feeling of happiness, is called as the entertainment. That can be sports, that can be a movie, or any kind of conversation, or meeting with friends, hanging around, or going to any favorite places. We getting entertained. Various hobbies, or even the hobbies. Different peoples have different hobbies that they get entertainment from that. Various hobbies, games, drama, film, reading, writing, etc. are the sources of entertainment. Why do we need entertainment? That's the reason why do we need entertainment. Yes, we need entertainment, right? We need a break. Healthy entertainment of excellent quality is essential for the healthy growth of one's personality, right? What is one's personality means? One's talent, one's growth, right? Entertainment plays a very important role in it. Due to entertainment, people get refreshed and they get the extra energy to do certain kind of work. For example, if cooking is a burden for someone, then the same cooking will be a kind of entertainment for someone, correct? Entertainment keeps our mind lively and fresh. Due to entertainment, our minds are always lively and fresh. It may also make us feel physically more energetic. So eventually our efficiency at work improves, and in the same way our efficiency, what is efficiency? Capability, our capacity get increased at the work. You can see while our learning also. For example, we spend 4 to 5 hours in a school. If you see the energy level in the first 2-3 lectures, and as the lectures increases, right, we have energy levels get decreases, and once we get a break, we have some kind of breakfast or we have our tiffin, then again our lecture goes in a great boost, correct? So because we need a break, so eventually our efficiency at work improves. Pursuing hobbies and games helps in personality development. Pursuing means following any kind of hobbies or games develop our personality. In India, many festivals, sports, dance, music, etc. were developed as form of entertainment since ancient time. In India, from the ancient time itself, we have a lot of option for the entertainments or the prayers or the bhajans, or you can say the stage shows, festivals, sports, so many options. Even you had seen people going on yatra, they are traveling multiple kilometers, but they are not getting tired because they had a kind of energy in praise of God. We had seen many people travel from Kalyan to Shirdi, or many people travel during the standing on the line for the darshan of Bappa for several hours. So this is a kind of energy, right? Because we are getting some kind of entertainment, we like that thing to do. There are varied forms of entertainment available in the modern period as well. What are varied? Various, many. In modern period also we had a multiple ways of entertainment. Entertainment can be classified in two categories. There are different types of entertainment, but entertainment are classified into two main categories. They are active and passive. What do you mean active and passive? When we say active, it means we are doing some kind of activity, and passive means we are not doing the activity, but we are feeling that entertainment. I will give you the difference, don't worry. We had also learned this active and passive in English grammar, right? For example, we all love cricket, or most of us love cricket. So when we love cricket or when we like cricket, so playing cricket also entertained us, and watching cricket also entertained us, correct? So in the way, when we play cricket, we are getting entertained, but we are playing, it means we are doing an activity. So this kind of entertainment is called as an active entertainment. And passive means when we are watching cricket on the ground or on the television, then also we are getting entertained. It is called the passive entertainment. Understood? Same happens in the example of dancing. Many of us like to dance. When you dance, then also you get entertained. And if you watch any dancing program or any dance show, then also you get entertained. This is the difference between the active and passive. Understood? Entertainment can be classified into two categories, active and passive. Active entertainment anticipates an individual's mental physical participation. What do you mean by anticipates? Anticipate means something happens. When you participate, you get an extra energy, right? You get an extra josh. So that is called the anticipates. Practicing of handicrafts and practicing in sports activities are example of active entertainment. Participate in any kind of activity, maybe any drawing or any handicrafts or any mud activity. It gives us the feeling of the entertainment. Watching a sports match or listening to music or watching a movie are examples of passive entertainment. In this type of entertainment, we are not actual participants but only viewers. So in passive entertainment, we are not the participants but we are the viewers, right? Chalo, come to the second part, that is the folk theatre. There are different sections of the folk theatre. They are, first, puppetry. Puppetry means a group entertaining the audience with the help of puppets. We all know puppets. Puppets are a kind of the dolls. They represent a character. They make a story. They narrate as the story. In this way, they entertain us. In Hindi, it is commonly called as कठपुतली. कठपुतली शो तो आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, या फिर आप लोगों ने टीवी पर तो देखा होगा. डेयरी मिल्क का तो एक ऐड आता है जहाँ पे कठपुतली दिखाते हैं. सो इन दिस वे पपेट्री इज अ फोल्क थिएटर. पुराने ज़माने में ये एंटरटेनमेंट का बहुत ही अच्छा ऑप्शन होता था. Remains of clay dolls have been found in the excavation of archaeological sites of Harappan civilization, as well as sites in Egypt and Greece. It is possible that they were used as puppets. Always when we learn about the ancient culture or the ancient tradition, we always use the example of Harappan civilization, because Harappan civilization is considered as the India's earliest civilization. Okay, in the world we have a Egyptian civilization, we have a Greek civilization. So ये सब अलग अलग जो civilization के example है, इनका जो excavation होता है ना, excavation, right? Archaeological department do excavation of the important sites. ऐसे बहुत सारे sites और location है जहाँ पे archaeological survey ने excavation का काम किया है. ज़मीन को खोद के बहुत सारे evidences मिले हुए हैं. तो हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन हो या इजिप्ट सिविलाइजेशन हो या ग्रीक सिविलाइजेशन हो, वहां पे ऐसे बहुत सारे डॉल्स के रिमेन मिले हैं, क्ले डॉल्स, क्ले मीन्स मड। तो ये माना गया है कि उस जमाने में भी लोग इन डॉल का पपेट्स के लिए इस्तेमाल करते थे। तो इससे क्या मालूम पड़ता है? इट टर्म्ड एज दैट इन द एंशिएंट पीरियड आल्सो पीपल यूज्ड टू entertain themselves with the help of puppet show. Okay, in ancient India, materials like wood, wool, leather, horns and ivory were used to make puppets. So the examples or what we can say, the evidences we found, it terms that in the ancient period, these are the materials or the articles from which puppets are made. Maybe it's a wood, the leather or the wool, horns, we know horns, we know sing bolte hain, horns, and ivory. What is ivory? Ivory is a kind of teeth. Basically it is called as the tusk. This type of teeth are called as tusk, जो बॉडी के बाहर होता है। ऐसे टीथ जो बॉडी के बाहर होते हैं इसको टस्क कहते हैं। सो आइवरी इज अ काइंड ऑफ टस्क वी कैन फाइंड इन द एलिफेंट टीथ। हाथी के जो दांत होते हैं वो अंदर होते हैं जिससे वो अपना च्यूइंग का काम करता है, बट सामने जो हम देखते हैं दैट इज कॉल्ड अ टस्क, राइट। इवन वी हैव सीन द वॉलरस, आपने वॉलरस में भी देखा हुआ है, उनको भी टस्क होते हैं। So it is called the ivory. That material is called the ivory. So these are the different materials from these puppets are made in the ancient time. Today we have option of plastic. Today most of the things are used by plastic, so we can't help. The Kathputli, a traditional art of puppetry in India, has two styles. So in India we have two styles of puppetry. Basically it's originated in that way. One that developed in Rajasthan and other in southern region of India. So we have basically two different types of puppetry. One that developed in Rajasthan and other that developed in the southern region of India. The artists who stage Kathputli show are found in Uttar Pradesh. There are few states in India that still we can find the puppet show are going on. Are the artists that belong to these states. The artists who stage Kathputli shows are found in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Assam, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Kerala. The role of narrator known as Sutradhar is very crucial in the success of Kathputli stage show. So in Kathputli stage show, the role of narrator is very crucial. What is crucial? Important. And who was a narrator? The person who narrates us the story. Narrate मतलब क्या होता है? To tell the story. राइट, कुछ एक्टिविटी हो रही है स्टेज पे, हम लोग ऑडियंस हैं, हमें कैसे समझेगा? बैकग्राउंड में अगर कोई वो स्टोरी को एक्सप्लेन करता है, दैट पर्सन इज कॉल्ड एज नरेटर एंड इन हिंदी इट इज कॉल्ड एज सूत्रधार। सूत्रधार। इन मेनी ऑफ द मूवीज ऑल्सो यू हैड सीन, बैकग्राउंड में जो है स्टोरी को एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। इन मैनी मूवीज यू हैड हर्ड दिस वॉइस ऑफ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्टर्स लाइक अमिताभ बच्चन। बहुत सारी मूवी आपने अमिताभ बच्चन की आवाज़ सुनी होगी जो होते नहीं है मूवी में, लेकिन उनकी स्टोरी जो होती है वो एक बैकग्राउंड समझाती है। इवन अभी रिसेंटली आपने महाभारत देखा होगा, कैसे महाभारत शुरू होने के पहले वॉइस एक आता है समय का, तो इन दैट समय इज द नरेटर, सूत्रधार, दैट एक्सप्लेन्स अस द स्टोरी और द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द स्टोरी। अंडरस्टूड? सो सूत्रधार प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन द stage show of puppets. The stage for this puppetry show is quite small, but the puppeteers use light and sound effects in an ingenious way. So जो stage show होता है puppets का वो बहुत ही small होता है, बहुत ही छोटा होता है, राइट, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं होता है, बट उसको इफेक्टिव बनाने के लिए जो puppeteers होते हैं, जो puppets प्ले करते हैं, वो लोग ना लाइट और साउंड का ना एक बहुत ही अच्छा यूज करते हैं। दे यूज इन an ingenious way. What is an ingenious? प्लान्ड इन अ प्रॉपर वे, एकदम प्रॉपरली प्लान्ड होता है। शैडो पपेट्स, और देयर आर डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ पपेट्स लाइक द शैडो पपेट्स। शैडो आपने देखा होगा, कोई ऑब्जेक्ट्स होता है जिसको विद द हेल्प ऑफ हैंड्स और द फिंगर्स बनाते हैं। आपने देखा होगा कभी कभी हैंड्स की मदद से डियर, एलिफेंट और ह्यूमन शैडोज बनाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द शैडो पपेट्स। हैंड पपेट्स, आपने देखा होगा हाथ में, अगर हाथों में पहनते हैं कुछ ऐसे कार्टून कैरेक्टर्स या कुछ भी डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स हैंड में पहन के फिर उसको मूवमेंट करते हैं. वुडन पपेट्स, वुडन के पपेट्स बने होते हैं. एंड द स्ट्रिंग पपेट्स, स्ट्रिंग्स मतलब द पपेट्स यूज विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्ट्रिंग्स, जिनमें तारे लगी होती हैं. ऐसे स्टेज पे वो लोग एक्टिविटी करते हैं और ऊपर से उनको कंट्रोल किया जाता है. शैडो पपेट्स, हैंड पपेट्स, वुडन पपेट्स and string puppets are used in Kathputli shows. Next is Dashavatar theatre. Dashavatar theatre is also a kind of our ancient stage plays. Like we all know Ramleela. रामलीला भी आप लोगों ने देखा होगा. रामलीला में एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है? रामलीला एक ऐसा स्टेज शो होता है जहाँ पे राम भगवान की पूरे लाइफ की जर्नी दिखाते हैं, उनके बर्थ से लेके बाय किलिंग द रावणा एंड हाउ ही कॉन्कर्ड or how he get victory over the evil. So we also get a lesson from the life of Lord Rama, right? We had seen the different characters playing their role on the stage. So in the same way, Dasha Avatar also played the story of the 10 different roles of Lord Vishnu. As we talk about the Rama, Lord Rama is also one of the incarnations of Lord Vishnu. What does the incarnation means? Incarnation means birth on earth. Incarnation means birth on earth. We know as per our traditional rituals or the traditional Vedas or the book or the called Granth, we had learned the story of the Dashavatar. It is said that Lord Vishnu already took 9 incarnations on earth in different roles. And one character is still left, that is called the Kalke. And it is termed that when the Lord Vishnu will come on earth in the form of Kalke, then he will destroy the whole earth. You will also get some these stories from your grandparents or your parents, or you will watch any kind of social videos or any social media, then you will come to know what just I am saying. आप लोग ने बहुत सारे अवतार तो सुने हुए हैं अलग अलग विष्णु जी के. ऐसा माना जाता है हमारी ग्रंथों में कि ऑलरेडी विष्णु जी ने 9 अवतार ले लिए हैं. 10वां अवतार जो है वो कालकीय का होगा, जिससे पूरी धरती जो है वो विष्णु जी नष्ट कर देंगे, क्योंकि हमारी धरती पे बहुत ज़्यादा सिन बढ़ जाएगा. सिन मीन्स पाप बढ़ जाएगा. सो ये जो स्टोरी है अलग अलग कैरेक्टर की, ये जो है वो स्टेज पे परफॉर्म करके दिखाया जाता है लोगों को, राइट. इसी से लोगों को शायद स्टोरीज ही पते होंगे. एक्चुअली एक सीरियल आता था पहले विष्णु पुराण करके. विष्णु पुराण गिव्स अस द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द डिफरेंट इनकारनेशंस ऑफ द लॉर्ड विष्णु. दशावतार थिएटर. Dashaavatar is part of the folk theatre. We know what is folk. Folk means traditional, cultural. Dashaavatar is a part of folk theatre in Maharashtra. Dashaavatar shows are represented in the regions of Konkan and Goa after harvesting season is over. Once the harvesting season is over, then the people who are involved in the agriculture, they are also having some kind of free time. So at that period, it is a tradition. ये मेरा ट्रेडिशन हो गया था. हर साल हम लोग हार्वेस्टिंग के बाद जब हम थोड़ा रिलैक्सेशन मिलेगा तो हम ये स्टेज शो परफॉर्म करेंगे, जहाँ पे डिफरेंट टीम्स और ग्रुप मिलके एक्टिविटी करते हैं. द स्टोरीज प्रेजेंटेड इन दिस शो आर बेस्ड ऑन द 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. So the 10 different incarnations. Incarnations means birth. Namely, we all know what is the 10 names or the 10 births of Vishnu. Matsya, Kurma, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha, Vaman, Parshuram, Ram, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. So till now we had seen 9 incarnation, and the last one was the Lord Buddha. And the 10th avatar or 10 incarnation is called as Kalki. When it will take a birth on earth, then it will destroy the earth or the humankind. Okay, do you remember these 10 names? Again I am repeating. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha, Vaman, Parshuram, Ram, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. At the beginning, so how this show begins? At the beginning of the show, we praise the Lord Ganesh. Praise means prayer. We invoke we pray to Lord Ganesh, because Lord Ganesh is considered as amongst the those deity, those god. By remembering him, our all work gets successful, right? At the beginning of the show, Sutradhar, the narrator, invokes Lord Ganesh. Who Lord Ganesh is termed as the destroyer of obstacle. What is obstacle? Barriers, hurdles, right? In Hindi we call it a Vignaharta. God, Lord Ganesh takes our all vigna, all our problems, our sorrows from the life. So that's why invoking Lord Ganesh always termed as a success for our activity, whatever it is. At the beginning of the show, Sutradhar, the narrator invokes Lord Ganesh, the destroyer of obstacle. The methods of acting, makeup and costumes in Dashaavatar show is set by the tradition. So, since the actors needs to reprise the role of God or the demons or the different characters or the saints, so they dress in the same way, right? नेचुरल सी बात है, अगर हम पुराने ज़माने की कहानी बता रहे हैं तो साधु संत जैसे होते थे, या जो पुराने ज़माने घर होते थे, अपने के घास की झोपड़ी होती थी या फिर जंगल की सीन होते थे, उस तरह से स्टेज को पूरा डेकोरेट करते थे टू क्रिएट दैट सीन. द शो इज मोस्टली म्यूजिकल, बट समटाइम्स देयर मे बी अ फ्यू स्पॉन्टेनियस डायलॉग्स. सो बेसिकली द शो was in the form of musical show होते थे, but there may be some kind of spontaneous dialogue. What is spontaneous? Spontaneous means all of the sudden, basically which are not planned. स्क्रिप्ट कैसे होते हैं कि कभी डायलॉग आना चाहिए, कभी सॉन्ग आना चाहिए, कभी एक्शन आना चाहिए. सो इसमें कोई ऐसा प्रॉपर प्लान नहीं होता था. द एक्टर्स इन देयर ओन विश they give certain kinds of dialogues or the message to the viewers or the audience. The characters representing gods use wooden mask and the आपको मालूम है स्टेज शो में या पुराने ज़माने में इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं थी, तो जो एक्टर्स होते थे जो गॉड के रोल को प्ले करते थे वो वुडन मास्क पहनते थे, सो दैट वी कैन कम टू नो कि ये कौन सा रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं या किसका रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं. द शो एंड्स बाय ब्रेकिंग दही हंडी. वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज दही हंडी. दही हंडी इज and earthen pots of curd followed by aarti singing praises of the god. So by this way the show gets end. In the 18th century, Shyamji Naik Kale started a fad. What is fad? Fad is a troupe, or you can say group, a team of actors. They working together, moving to different places for their act. It's called as a fad. In the 18th century, Shyamji Naik Kale started a fad, a Dashaavatar artist which used to perform all over Maharashtra. Right? Vishnu Das Bhave, the pioneer of Marathi theatre. What is a pioneer? Pioneer means founder. Pioneer means founder. Vishnu Das Bhave, the pioneer of Marathi theatre, staged mythological plays by introducing some modification in the Dashaavatar style. So Vishnu Bhave is considered as the founder of the Marathi theatre. He done some modification in the Dashaavatar play, and he started to perform such kind of stage shows all over the Maharashtra with his team. Thus, the origin of the Marathi theatre can be traced to the Dashaavatar tradition. So it is termed as the origination of the Marathi theatre has been started from the Dashaavatar theatre or the Dashaavatar shows. पहले के ज़माने में ऐसे होता था, जो भी स्टेज शो होते थे वो रिलेटेड टू गॉड होते थे या माइथोलॉजिकल होते थे, क्योंकि लोगों को ये सारी चीज़ें देखना बहुत पसंद होती थी, या किसी रूलर या किसी किंग के बारे में होती थी. अभी कैसे जो शो होते हैं वो रियलिस्टिक होते हैं या कॉमेडी होते हैं या कोई सोशल मैसेज के होते हैं, तो ये फ़र्क पड़ा हुआ है. नाउ भजन एंड कीर्तन. When we say bhajan, kirtan, songs, it is also kind of entertainment in the past. In today also, when we perform such kind of bhajan or kirtan, we get entertained ourselves, we get an extra energy. आप देखो अभी भी लोकल ट्रेन में लोग जब जॉब पे जाते हैं वो भजन कीर्तन परफॉर्म करते हैं, कितनी एनर्जी हो जाती है उनमें, कितनी जोर जोर से चिल्लाते हैं, भगवान के नाम लेते हैं. They chant the name. What is chanting? Chanting means shouting same kind of words or same phrase many times. Like Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Gajanana, so many things, na? Bhajan. Bhajan means singing devotional songs. To sing songs in praise of God and chanting God's name accompanied by instrument. Accompanied means with the help of some instrument like mridam, cymbals, manjira. There are so many. They are not highly equipped instruments ना. जरूरी नहीं है कि एकदम गिटार और पियानो और कैशियो लेके बैठे. सिंपल इंस्ट्रूमेंट, मंजीरा, ताल, चिम्बल्स, ये सब से भी लोग कितना एनर्जेटिक वे में आरती करते हैं. वी ऑल नो दैट, वी ऑलरेडी फेल्ट दैट. To sing songs in praise of God and chanting God's name accompanied by instruments like tal, cymbals, mridang, pakhwaj is known as bhajan. With the help of dholak, mridang. There are two types of bhajan, and there are two different types of bhajan. One is chakri bhajan and another is songi bhajan. So what this categorize means? Chakri bhajan in the bhajan where the devotees move in a circle and they continuously praise the God. And in songi bhajan is a kind of a performance where an artist invokes the God and performs in front of the audience. आपने देखा है बेसिकली लाइक ना माता का जगराता देखा आपने. जब भी कहीं माता का जगराता होता है तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है, लोग बैठे हुए होते हैं और एक आर्टिस्ट होता है जो प्रिटेंड करता है माता के गाने गा के कि माता की हम पूजा कर रहे हैं. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड दी songi bhajan, राइट. व्हाट इज चक्री भजन? Devotees keep moving in circular fashion and sing without break. It's called as a Chakri Bhajan. What is Songi Bhajan? The singer or the actors act as devotees and delivers dialogues in the form of devotional song. Even we had seen the movies also. Many actors performs in front of the God and they plays that role. That is called the Songi Bhajan. Tukaji Maharaj introduced a new form of bhajan known as Kanjiri Bhajan. Tukoji Maharaj in Maharashtra, he introduced a new kind of bhajan called as the Kanjiri Bhajan. Kanjiri means kanjir. We know kanjir is a kind of instrument that plays while during the time of bhajan. अपने ताल चिंबल जैसे होते हैं जिसमें से म्यूजिक निकलता है कांजिर में. In India, in North India, there are also many saints. They perform different bhajans or the songs in praise of God. In North India, the bhajans composed by Saint Tulsidas, the great poet Surdas, and Mirabai and Sant Kabir are very popular, not only in India, all over the world. So they also praise the songs of God. Compositions. Composition means the songs that are composed or written, or the bhajans that are written. Composition of Purandar Das, Kanak Das, Vijay Das, Bodhendra Guru Swami, Tyagraj, etc. are sung in Karnataka. So these are the few poets or the what we call saints in the different parts of our country. In Gujarat, Sant Narsi Mehta gave momentum to the Bhakti movement. What a momentum, giving more importance, more value. In Maharashtra, Sant Namdev supported the tradition of Bhajan Kirtan through the tradition of Varkari sect. Varkari sect means the Varkari section or the Varkari culture. The Varkari sect developed a glorious tradition of Bhajan Kirtan. So these are the different communities, different parts of our country where we had seen different people, different saints, they are performed or they had invoked us to the praising of the God with the help of this Bhajan and Kirtan. And moreover, this all entertains the common people. Kirtan. Traditionally, if we talk about our culture or tradition, Narad Muni considered as the founder or the beginner of the Kirtan. We know Narad Muni is a devotional character or it's a mythological character. We had seen in different stories related to different god. The Narad Muni always chanting the name of God Vishnu, Narayan, Narayan, right? So he is the pioneer of the Kirtan tradition. Traditionally, Narad Muni is supposed to be the founder of the Kirtan tradition. Sant Namdev is known as the first Kirtankar of Maharashtra. If we talk about our Maharashtra culture or Maharashtra tradition, Sant Namdev considered as the first Kirtankar. Other saints have the tradition of to flourish, and there are many saints who flourish this tradition. What is flourish? Develop, give more importance. The Kirtankar is also known as Haridas or Katekari Bua. In some traditional language or in traditional culture, Kirtankar is also called as the Haridas or the Katekari Bua. he has to dress in a traditional way. And we had seen in so many mandals and in so many satsang, the person who invokes or who narrates the story, they are in a traditional dress or traditional clothes. Like we had seen them, they wear a kurta pajama, also wearing a topi. So this presents a cultural way of representation. While performing this, they can also wear the jeans or the t-shirt, but it doesn't affect us, right? We had to dress, they had to dress in a traditional way. He needs to train themselves in oratory, and the person who represents such kind of stories or the narration, they should develop themselves in the oratory or their knowledge. What is oratory? Good in speech. They should be good in speech, that people should listen them. People don't get bored. That's why they gives us some kind of humor also. Humor means some kind of joke. आपने देखा होगा ऐसे बहुत सारे सत्संग में ये जो महाराज होते हैं या जो कीर्तनकर होते हैं, वो बात करते करते कभी कभी क्या होता है, थोड़ी बहुत जोक्स और कुछ सरकेज़म की तरह लोगों के सामने कुछ पॉइंट्स लाते हैं, जिससे लोग अपनी लाइफ से उसको कनेक्ट कर सके और थोड़ा फन आए, ताकि वो बोर भी ना हो और जो रियलिटी है सोसाइटी की उनके सामने रिप्रेजेंट कर सके. द पर्सन शुड बी ट्रेन हिमसेल्फ इन द ओरेटरी, सिंगिंग, म्यूजिकल, and he can also play some kind of small instruments, dance and humor. He needs to be very well informed. Kirtan is performed in a temple or in the precincts of a temple, right? Kirtan performed in the temple or the precincts of the temple. What are the precincts? Precincts means surrounding, the boundaries. हमने देखा ना कीर्तन मंदिर के अंदर होता है या फिर मंदिर के आसपास के सराउंडिंग में होता है, जहाँ पे लोग इकट्ठा होते हैं, तो वो लोग मिलके कीर्तन ये सब परफॉर्म करते हैं. अंडरस्टूड? क्लियर क्लियर? नेक्स्ट ललित. व्हाट इज ललित? ललित में क्या होता है, हम अपने डाइटी, अपने गॉड को अपने सामने उनको विराजमान करते हैं, स्थापित करते हैं, और उसके बाद हम ये प्रिटेंड करते हैं या हम ये अज्यूम करते हैं कि वो गॉड हमारे सामने है, और हम जो भी विश उनके सामने मांगेंगे वो हमारी विश पूरी करेंगे, या हमारे जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है अगर उनके साथ शेयर करेंगे तो वो हमारे प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करेंगे. लाइक एवरी ईयर वी सेट अ मंडल फॉर द गणेश उत्सव, राइट? वी परफॉर्म द आरतीज, भजन, करेक्ट? व्हाट इज ललित? Lalit is an old form of entertainment in Maharashtra. It belongs to the tradition of Naradiya Kirtan. It is quite popular in Goa and Konkan. So all over in Maharashtra it is very much quite popular, but it's more, we can find more in Goa and the Konkan region. During the performance of Lalit on the occasion of religious festival, it is presumed that the presiding deity, deity means God, that may be male or the female, और यू कैन से गॉड और गॉडेस, जो भी हो, चाहे माता हो, बप्पा हो या कोई भी भगवान हो, जिनको हमने अपने सामने विराजमान किया हुआ है, तो हमारी ये मानना होती है कि वो हमारे सामने हैं और हम उनकी पूजा करेंगे, और उनके सामने अगर हम अपने जो भी विशेस हैं वो एक्सप्रेस करेंगे तो वो उनको पूरा करेंगे. It is presumed that the presiding deity of that festival is present on the throne, and then she is invoked for the fulfillment of a desire. Desire means wish. The invocation continues as follows. What is invocation? Asking for the wish, asking for the help. So how this begins? तो यहाँ पे बोल्ड में लिखा हुआ है, क्या बोलते हैं? Let everybody be granted their desire. जब हम अपनी प्रार्थना भगवान के सामने रखते हैं तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? Let everybody granted their desire. सबको आप उनकी इच्छा पूरी करो, सबकी जो इच्छा है उसको आप पूरी करो. Let entire village live in happiness till we perform next Lalit. Since today we are performing this Lalit, till we perform next Lalit, till then you keep everyone happy, safe and protected, and fulfill the needs of every individual. Let the internal clashes vanish. Let the internal clashes, हमारे जो भी अपने क्लैशेस है, जो भी फाइट्स हैं, हमारे जो भी एक दूसरे के जो भी हमारे प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, उसको आप खत्म कर दो, वैनिश. विद दिस परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ ललित, while we all are performing this Lalit, please vanish the internal clashes of us. Let nobody's mind be spoiled with prejudice. किसी के माइंड में प्रिजुडाइस नहीं होना चाहिए. व्हाट इज प्रिजुडाइस? अनफेथ, अनट्रस्ट, राइट. ये सारी बुरी चीजें आप हमारे माइंड से निकाल दो, हमारी माइंड पूरी क्लियर जाए. तो ये सारी बातें हमने बोला, हम करते भी हैं और ये इस तरह से ट्रेडिशन फॉलो होता है. Let all transactions, what are transactions? The activities, the relation, the way we meet with each other. Let all transactions happen with clear minds. Let the community's behavior be pious. What is pious? Deep belief in religion. We should believe in God rather than believing in evil things. Correct? The Lalit is performed in a theatrical style. Stories of Krishna, Rama and great devotees are presented during the performance. A few texts of Lalit are available in Hindi as well. Lalit forms a part of the backdrop of modern Marathi theatre. So in somehow we had seen कि कहीं ना कहीं जो हमारी मराठी थिएटर की ओरिजिनेशन है वो दशावतार और ललित ये सबसे इंस्पायर्ड होके ही शुरू हुई है. अंडरस्टूड? Bharut. What is Bharut? Bharut can be described as a metaphorical songs. What are metaphorical? We know in grammar we have metaphors. Metaphors means when we relate, right? In it is kind of imaginary. When we relate with any words, with the sound of the clouds, when we relate the any words with the waves of the seashore. So these are all metaphorical, imaginary relations. Bharut can be described as a metaphorical song that has the spiritual and ethical lessons. What are ethicals? Which are ethics, truth of life. So क्या होता है, कभी कभी ये सब चीज़ों से हम लोगों को अच्छी बातें बताते हैं. हमने देखा है भजन कीर्तन होते हैं तो बहुत सारी अच्छी बातें जो ह्यूमन बीइंग को फॉलो करना चाहिए, ये सब बातें बताई जाती है, एथिकल थिंग्स. Bharut is a comparable to the style of a road show. Bharut's composed by Sant Eknath are popular in Maharashtra because of its wide range of subjects, dramatic quality, easy rhythm and humor. So Bharut are very much famous for his easy rhythm, in a rhythmic way, in a poetic way, or the humor also. Humor is a kind of sense of jokes. Sant Eknath composed Bharuts with the purpose of educating people on various aspects of life. So Sant Eknath composed so many Bharuts so that he can give the lessons of life to the people on different aspects. Correct? Tamasha. What is Tamasha? Tamasha is a Persian word. What is Persian? Persian is basically from where this origin of Mughals or the Urdu culture originated. The territory between the Asia and Europe is called as the Persian in the past. Now today's Israel, Iran, Kuwait, these all are termed as the Persia in the past. So in the Persian language it is called as Tamasha. Tamasha is a Persian word. It means a pleasing sight. What is pleasing sight? Pleasing means attractive. Sight means look. किसी भी चीज को देख के बोलते हैं दिल खुश हो गया. We get a pleasing sight, attractive look. Tamasha developed as an independent art form in the 18th century by absorbing various traits of folk theatre. Various trait means various character or the various points and classical art. So Tamasha derived or it's get some kind of basic relation from the various traits of folk theatre and classical art. There are two types of traditional tamasha. They are Sangeet Bari and Dolki Cha Faad. Dance and music are more important than drama in Sangeet Bari. So there are two different categories of tamasha, Sangeet Bari and Dolki Cha Faad. संगीत बारी में क्या होता है, जहाँ पे ड्रामा और म्यूजिक का म्यूजिक्स और सॉन्ग का बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस होता है रेदर देन दी ड्रामा. डांस एंड म्यूजिक आर मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन ड्रामा इन अ संगीत बारी. तमाशा विथ ड्रामा एज अ मेन पार्ट वॉज डेवलप लेटर. और बाद में तमाशा में ड्रामा भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया. इट इंक्लूडेड वाग. व्हाट इज वाग? द ड्रामेटिक पार्ट. तमाशा का जो ड्रामेटिक पार्ट होता है, तमाशा में सॉन्ग्स भी होते हैं, डांस भी होता है और कुछ पोर्शंस में ड्रामा भी होता है. तो जो ड्रामेटिक पार्ट होता है उसको वाग कहते हैं. द ड्रामेटिक पार्ट लिटिल लेटर, द वाग बिकम्स वेरी लाइवली एंड एंटरटेनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ इज स्पॉन्टेनियस ह्यूमर. वाग बहुत ज़्यादा एंटरटेनिंग होता है क्योंकि इसे काइंड ऑफ स्पॉन्टेनियस ह्यूमर. व्हाट इज स्पॉन्टेनियस? सडन कुछ इवेंट चल रहा है, गाना चल रहा है, सडनली आपके सामने एक ह्यूमर प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, तो लोगों को भी अच्छा लगता है, people get also get entertained. The show begins by singing the praise of Lord Ganesha known as Gana. The song that sings to praise the Lord Ganesha is called as a Gana. It is followed with the presentation of Gavalan. We all know Gavalan tradition. The second part of Tamasha presents the Vag. The popular plays like Vicha Mazi Puri Kara. There are so many popular plays of the category called Tamasha, like Vicha Mazi Puri Kara. Vicha means wish. And Gadwa Che Lagna. We know Gadwa, donkey. So this is some kind of tamasha that represents the actual truth of the society and to give the lessons to the people. The popular plays like Vicha Mazi Puri Kara or Gadwa Che Lagna are examples of the modern form of tamasha. Right? Next is Povada. We all know Povada. We had learned about the Povada in 8th standard. We had learned about the Povada in 9th standard. Povada are the stories, are the narrations that express the victory or the great deeds of our rulers or the any kind of spiritual work done by any god, that in the short story form is called as the Povada. Right? Povada is a dramatic narration by alternatingly reciting poetry. What is reciting? Recite means storytelling, recite karna. And proesic attracts. Proesic attracts means in a prose style. Proesic means prose style. Povada narrates great deeds. Povada narrates great deeds of heroic men and women in a very forceful and inspiring style. The Povada composed by Adyan Das, a contemporary poet of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. What a contemporary poet? Contemporary means of that time. तो अद्यान दास जो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के टाइम के थे, उन्होंने भी ऐसे बहुत सारे पोवाडास कंपोज किए थे. और भी हमारे सामने बहुत सारे ऐसे पोएट और राइटर के नाम है जिन्होंने बहुत सारे बहुत सारे अच्छे पोवाडा नरेट किए हैं, कंपोज किए हैं. A contemporary poet of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj narrating the incidents of the killing of Afzal Khan. We all know the story of killing of Afzal Khan, how Shivaji Maharaj was trapped but he killed Afzal Khan in a very smartly way. So it narrates in a poetry form. And another one of the Battle of Sinhagad. We all know the Battle of Sinhagad composed by Tulsidas are two well-known examples of Povada. So this is the two examples given, but there are so many different types of Povada. In the British period, Povada worked as a kind of inspiration to create the awareness among the people, to motivate the people, right? In the British period, Povadas narrating the story of Umaji Naik. We all know the Umaji Naik. Remember in the 8th standard we learned about the Umaji Naik. Umaji Naik gathered 400 bills against the Britishers to fight against the Britishers, right? So these are the brave leaders, or you can say freedom fighters. The story narration gives us the information. In the British period, Povadas narrating the story of Umaji Naik, Chapekar brothers. We all know the story of Chapekar brothers, those who killed the British officer named Rand, right? Mahatma Gandhi were composed during the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. Our Samyukta Maharashtra movement were also huge, broad. There are so many inspirational movements done at that time. During the Samyukta Maharashtra movement, the Povadas were used as a medium of creating public awareness, because at that time social media wasn't there. To create or to motivate the people, there are different kinds of Povadas has been composed to motivate the people for such kind of activities, right? Clear? Understood? Great.